It's like the cloud was all of a sudden something like a plane that was open underneath, and I would dive down on, I don't know if it was like with a parachute, I couldn't see one, but I was released from this plane and I landed on something that seemed like an artificial island, but it's a city, but shaped like an island. So it's just in the middle of the ocean, or at least it's the city in the ocean.
Okay.
It seems futuristic in some sense. I don't know, it's like...
So you've landed on the ground. Describe the city to me and what you see.
Everything is big and made out of glass and metal. Very sturdy metal. But it's also colorful in a way. Like, I see a street and it's like sky risers and high risers made out of glass. And some buildings are made out of colorful metal, or they have like metal pipes surrounding them, but kind of like pink, like beautiful colored.
Do you see living things like plant life, or is it just buildings?
There's plant in between these buildings. It's like kind of like all integrated. Like there are plants in the buildings and also plants next to the building. It's like everywhere. Everything is integrated.
Okay. And how do you feel being at this location?
Stranger. Like, doesn't really feel like I belong there. Doesn't really feel like I know this place. It feels like I've been dropped off there to, I don't know, find something.
Okay. Do you see any other beings there?
No, right now I don't.
Okay, look down at your feet and describe what's on your feet.
It's like some white boots, but there's some like technique around them. Like, I don't know, like I would say it's like boots. Just like something like electric is around them.
Okay.
Like technology, some kind of technology is around them.
Do you feel comfortable in what you're wearing?
Yeah, very.
Can you see the rest of what you're wearing on your body?
It's very light, white, and it's light wear, but it's very practical. It's very functional. Basically like weightless. It feels also weightless. Like it's customized for me. But it looks futuristic. And I'm wearing gloves and everything is white.
Okay. Are you carrying anything with you?
A suitcase.
Carrying a suitcase?
Like a silver one.
Can you remove your gloves and describe your hands to me?
They look like very, very feminine, filigrane, kind of like human-like, but too perfect. like a little longer. The fingers are a little longer, and the hands are just a little like more feminine and smooth and silky, but very.
What color is it?
Like skin tone, like a whiter skin tone, like a very light skin tone.
Do you feel that you're a female or a male?
A female.
So you're on a mission?
That's what it feels like, yeah.
Okay, let's move forward to where you're going.
I'm in one of the buildings, surrounded by glass and plants in the building, and I'm meeting someone. It seems kind of like alien. I'm meeting something that looks alien.
Okay.
But very, like, not threatening in any sense.
Okay.
Very calming. There's no communication. I think it's all telepathically. That's how it feels.
Describe the room that you're in for this meeting.
It's the entry hall of like a, kind of like if you would imagine like one of these sky rises, like a bank, very, very clean, like very minimal, but it's wide open space. Everything is light and white and bright, and there are plants in the room, and yeah, like certain things are just flowing, and it's just very spacious.
Are these plants that you've never seen before?
It's just like kind of like perfect green plants. I haven't seen them like this, but they look similar to what we have, but just in the perfect version. Healthy plants, yeah. Huge plants.
Okay, so what is the purpose of this meeting? What is in your briefcase?
I feel like we exchange knowledge in some way, like that I'm sharing something that is valuable for these kind of beings. I don't know if it's seeds or what it is. I feel like it's seeds that we're exchanging from.
How is it packaged?
It's in this metal. It's a metal suitcase. I open it and it looks kind of like sometimes weapons are packed like that, but it's not weapons, it's seeds.
Okay.
It's just different kinds of seeds that are of value.
Do you know what these seeds are for?
I feel like it's very nutritionist plants. Like, I feel like it's just exchanging superfoods, like from different planets maybe.
Can you describe the being that you are meeting with? Tell me about the features.
I don't see it clearly. I sense purple, but I can't see it. I can't see the face really.
Okay.
It's more like a presence that I feel that is just very calm. Not a light, it's a being, and it's male, and it's purple, but it's not in a human form. It's weird. It's like it can shapeshift, but it seems very like a benevolent being, very peaceful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you visiting a dimension?
I feel like I am.
What dimension is it?
I don't know.
Are you from another dimension?
I feel like it's all interdimensional. the sixth dimension popped up, but I don't even know what that.
Okay.
If that is true or what that means.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is your mission done there?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you get back to your home?
My home is not there. I would have to go back on this object.
Okay.
Which it seemed like it was like a big deal, but it's actually not. It was just a very common exchange.
Mm-hmm.
It was not like a very impressive mission. It was like an everyday thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was an exchange. Just seemed very dramatic, but it's very common.
Okay.
So I'd have to go up on this plane.
Okay. And see this plane or this object that transports you to your home. You're there now.
Mm-hmm. It seems like a spacecraft, basically, like a smaller one, and everything is open, and I see a pilot and a co-pilot, and they're greeting me like with like buddies.
Yes.
Like very familiar, like very, like just a friendly environment,
Mm-hmm.
cozy environment. It's like I'm home. I kind of feel like I don't know if I'd lived there, but it feels like right now I'm traveling, so I don't think I have a base. I feel like I'm not situated at a certain place. I feel like we are a group that is just traveling for, I don't know if you want to call it business,
Mm-hmm.
what that is. I feel like it's interdimensional and interplanetary.
Mm-hmm.
It's like space travel is very common, and it's just, I feel like aiding each planet and just exchanging knowledge, and we kind of like are the transmitters, if you want, or...
Yes. You mentioned a pilot and a co-pilot. Can you describe their features to me?
They are masculine, but they seem very feminine. Like, they seem like very feminine men. Like, everything is very smooth. They are still human-like, but just very... Their skin is smooth and it's like very white. Like a very bright skin color.
Do they have hair on their head or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Like a light brown. Very silky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, maybe someone would look like in perfect health.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen this yet.
Yes. So what is your next mission? Where do you have to go next? Go to an important day.
I feel like we are all meeting each other. It's like where we introduce to each other as like a team.
Yes.
And there is no awkwardness. There's just immediate connection and immediate love. There's no politeness in that sense. There's just a commonality and like a common understanding of like we're all the same and we're all one, and it's just love. So it is very easy to feel connected.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone knows we are. So there is an immediate sense of family or tribe. And
so you are all gathered there right now?
yes,
Is it a meeting or is it what is taking place?
we're meeting at this craft, at this spacecraft. So we're all introduced, and this is where we are living, and we're basically just are being introduced for the missions that we're on, and I call it missions, and it's, again, sounds dramatic, but it's basically just transporting seeds and foods and sharing that with other planets, and just exchanging so that, yeah, knowledge is spread and
Mm-hmm.
everyone gets the best out of everything.
Is there a lack of seeds and plants on certain planets?
No, it's just that they didn't have the formula, or they didn't have the seed to grow.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, some seeds are very specific for certain planets, and we have to bring them there so they can recreate them artificially.
Yes.
But there's no lack. It can all be reproduced and recreated.
Let's go back to when you were a younger being. You were there.
It's like there are no family structures, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like everyone takes care of everyone, and I don't know, I just see a lot of people and me in between all of them.
Are you younger?
Yes.
Are there other children?
Yes, but I feel like right now it's like I'm in the middle of something and people are just walking past me and walking by.
Mm-hmm. Are you indoors or outdoors?
Indoors.
Mm-hmm. What do you do on a typical day? What would the day look like when you were a child?
Education. We would learn about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But not a classroom kind of learning, more like experiential learning about foods and about our skill sets, how to use telepathy, and just being trained and communicating with different species.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more about learning about all the different species and about different etiquettes around different planets.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it feels. So it seems like I see like a lot of metal, like it looks like a big aircraft that we're in.
Okay.
Like I don't see any nature.
When you go on your aircraft, where do you go? To other planets?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We meet different beings from different planets, and they give us what they want to share with other planets, and then it's a constant exchange. It's like an everyday thing.
Mm-hmm. Let's move forward to an important event that took place in this lifetime. An important event.
I see myself with another being, and it's like my species.
Yes.
He's male, but he's very feminine.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he's my partner. I love everyone in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that with him, it's like a special bond.
Mm-hmm. How do your beings mate? What does that look like?
We still have intercourse, but it's very different.
How is it different?
It is energetic. Like we still connect, but it's not how we would picture sex as humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would feel like we would be together and we have genitals, and so it's still like sex, but there's not a lot of movement.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like you connect and there's a lot internally going on. A lot of exchange energetically, and a lot of kind of like downloading and just feeling each other differently.
Do you share this type of encounter with others, or do you find a special mate that you connect with?
Reserved for someone special, even though there's no shame around it, or I just don't feel the need to share it with anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not a shameful thing to exchange that.
So tell me, what does it look like where you actually live? Is it typical for your beings to rest and sleep?
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be sleep. could just be a meditative state, and it is much easier for us to connect to source, or it happens through meditation, and there is an unlimited energy for us. So sleep is not necessarily how we use it. Like, we don't get drained in that sense. We just need to like connect to source, and there's an unlimited flow of energy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we are not able to experience a full range of emotions, though.
How do you express emotion?
I feel like there is no... It's very telepathically. I don't even know if there's communication with words a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just through emotions, but I feel like the negative emotions that we experience as humans is not there, so it's very loving, very peaceful and calm.
Mm-hmm.
Just like existing.
Can you describe what other planets, what does it look like? What does that universe look like? What does the sky look like?
It's dark.
Mm-hmm.
How you would imagine it, but then sometimes it's like travel is more like with teleportation. Like, you're just there. Like, you don't necessarily travel that much. You're just there.
Mm-hmm.
And you are at this place. You can go wherever you want, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Basically no time.
Mm-hmm.
Like instant travel.
Instant.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I want you to go to your proudest moment and see this very clearly.
I'm giving birth.
Who's with you?
My partner, but also the rest of the team is not far.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a ceremony.
Do you give birth the same way humans give birth?
Yeah.
Vaginally?
Yeah.
Is there a nurse there with you?
Yeah, there are 2 females
Mm-hmm.
helping, but it's like everyone is kind of like specialized for that. It's
Yes.
not a nurse, it's like every woman is trained in how to be there and support another woman while she's giving birth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's very natural, very integrated. Like, it's not a special skill. Everyone goes through it, and everyone is able to help.
Has the baby been born?
Yes, it's a girl.
Mm.
It's a female. Although the lines between male and female are a little blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, masculine traits that we attribute as masculine are not seen that way. Everything is more divine and soft, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a girl.
It is a girl. Is there a reason why you can't be on your planet? Is there anything going on there?
I feel like this planet is an educating planet. It's nothing where to stay. It's just there to educate, and then you're traveling. But it feels like we could live anywhere we wanted to. We just chose to be on this craft right now.
Mm-hmm. How many are on your team?
Like 40.
That's a lot.
It's a huge aircraft.
Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with planet Earth from where you are?
Doesn't exist. Earth doesn't exist like it was. Earth doesn't exist anymore.
So we're in the future.
Yeah.
What happened to Earth?
The planet is inhabitable.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine, because the humans became an interplanetary species, so they could save themselves and travel, but it's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Earth is not existing as that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There are other Earth-like planets with ocean.
Yes.
And very similar.
Do you know when planet Earth?
A long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we are a more evolved species of humans.
Yes.
So maybe this is why we don't have a planet.
Yes.
Because I think we used to be on Earth and we just evolved over years and years. It's interesting.
Yes. What about animals? How did animals get to grow and survive?
They're on other planets too.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly different. But they still have animals.
Mm-hmm. Let's move forward to another important day. You've given birth. Let's move forward to another important day that you experience.
We settled on a planet that looks like Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And we just live in nature, integrated. It looks like a beach and a forest,
Mm-hmm.
jungle. And we have houses of glass but integrated with wood, and we live there. And we hold space for different species and less evolved humans, if you want so, to come together, and we educate.
Mm-hmm. So you're happy here where you've settled?
Very happy. There's no such thing as not being happy. It's like everyone knows the laws of nature and energetic laws.
Mm-hmm.
There is no need for negative emotions.
Mm-hmm.
We evolved out of them,
Yes.
and everyone is compassionate and loving. And everyone knows that everything happens for a purpose. It's a lesson. And everything is a blessing, and we know how to work with these laws.
Mm-hmm. And what about food in this planet?
We barely eat. Like, it is not necessary to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We just eat out of pure enjoyment. And everything that we eat are fruits or vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
That are very tasteful, but we don't have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of could live off of source, or
Mm-hmm.
however, like energetically. We just eat for enjoyment.
Okay. And does your team of 40 people grow from there since you've now landed? And do you see more and more children being born?
They live there. There are more people living there. Some of the team goes and comes back, but this seems to be the base for a lot of people. It's kind of like a place for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of beings go there for, like, to get away. Yeah.
You said there was an ocean there.
Yes.
Do you see sun,
Yes.
moon,
Yes.
planets?
Yes.
Everything is visible.
Yes. You can see Mars. Very close. You can see planets in the night sky.
What sort of things do you do for enjoyment?
Be together. Just very simple things bring a lot of enjoyment. It's like a different awareness. You could get lost in playing with the water for hours,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very enjoyable. It's just a different living. Like, every moment is full of enjoyment. It's not a lot of doing, it's more being. Being together with other people is very enjoyable. Eating is enjoyable. Exchanging. Like, just exploring textures of the wood, of the leaves is enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. How do you build your dwellings and your homes there of glass and wood?
Some things are instantly made, but some of us still enjoy like craftsmanship and being handy.
Yes.
But it could be just envisioned and
it's manifested.
It could be manifested, but we cook and we build out of enjoyment for the sake of it.